Greetings, gamer from around the world and fellow video gaming aficionado. I'm MZ32-bit, and this is another episode of the Innsmout case. The last episode we went in the alleys, and we are in the alleys, but we are now visiting Arkham Arcades. So, Games Arcade are to me. What a great soundtrack, by the way. At the end of the dead shopping street, a shrill neon signs draw attention to it. I think it looks rather retro, although the people of the Innsmout we probably think is state-of-the-art design. We approach, familiar sounds starting ringing. Head mix of cheaply produced gun sound effects and mysterious sounds from pinball machine. That also gives me some kind of nostalgia. Games Arcade, okay. This cocktail of sins effect gives you a jolt. What is already said? Gives you a jolt of nostalgia, annoys you already. No, gives me nostalgia. Believe me. In my 32 years on this earth, I recording this video, gives you a jolt of happy memories through your brain. Your first beat 'em up game when your opponent, a super limber vegetarian yoga dude who played the boxer, ripped you apart, and all those exciting moments when you met. I don't know if this is a reference to Tekken or Fighter. The few tourist families who have ventured into this center with you were all dragged in here by the excited. Now you two pass through the gates of the realm of flashing lights and bad ventilation. It's extremely dark, and the screen of the device appears to be the only light source. Family, likers, group of teenagers and individual children crowd in front of the screen, catch a glimpse of the games that are currently being played, or who have a shot at the playing game. Not playing themselves. The arcade is more than the elaborate archway initially suggested, but the equipment is not so bad for a small coastal town. Everything is beeping and flashing. Look at the games. No, really, look at the game. One of the most important lessons you have learned, not from your arcades, but from television, is to look out for the small things. Only an absolute beginner will ignore the slot and look for the missing girl straight away. You and are playing the long game. Maybe you'll see her name token on one of the high school tables. To be honest, I didn't think about that. I thought, no, I want to see how I can play games in this adventure. But of course, it will like choices. I was interested in that then, rather than searching for the girl. Maybe you'll be able to improve your own reflexes, soften yourself and steer your nerves by playing a few rounds. A little girl is missing, but you'd rather play a round of computer games. But don't worry, no one will ever find out. How often do you return to Innsmout? You ask yourself. The answer, of course, is hopefully never again. So you might as well make the most of it and try to leave new high scores for posterity. If you're interested in pinball machine, the retro game machine, none of those. To be honest, maybe the retro game machine. You can see a bunch of old machines which look like they're from the late 80s. There are barely any people here. A lot of the small screens show a swirl of flashing pixels that are barely recognizable as games. Some of them even have two colors. At least the games are cheap. Flash and beat. Better not touch them. Hey, prying for a little bit. But which? Deep Kicker, Pride, Delbust, none of those. Deep Kicker 2. Some overall beat 'em ups. Classic fight games with a lot of colorful fight. Oh, it's interesting. You think about playing rounds, select a fighter. Off we go. How do you? I say that like in a Super Mario voice. Go! You quickly identified the buttons for hitting and kicking, but you don't know yet how to do any special maneuver. Second opponent beats you up badly. Over. Put another. Random experimentation, magic find the block move. You exactly wait until your opponent attacks you and surprise him when he prepares for his move. Manage to clear the level. The timings of the next opponent, however, are less clear and you're not out to catch. Put another coin. Real gamers never give up. You put more money into the machine. You discover that one of the stuns your opponent for long enough to do one of your moves. Professional gamers call that a stun lock. You don't do enough damage to knock out your opponent, but when the timer runs out, you win because your health bar is a little bit fuller than the other guys. Yet, the next level, your opponents manage to block your attack and you lose again. Start doing your actual job. Oh, come on. Put another coin. Game over, man. No. Want to put more coins, but you're out of wood. Damn it. Take this aside and continue doing your job. Or looking for another game machine. The code pocket checkpot. Port and fire vehicle. Pinball machine. There is a row of pinball machines. Curiously, no one is playing or even looking at the direction machine. It says as if there is an invisible barrier that you have to cross to get into the area. Not even the unlicensed 18 movers teams seems to be interested in 21. Perhaps it's not so surprising after all. Who will try to chase after the real metal ball if they can hunt down literal demon zombies? The good thing about pinball machines is that they're cheap. You only need a few coins and you don't have to pay. Out of the 3 machines available, go for the one with the vaguely recognizable but definitely not licensed science fiction theme. Machine Baron spell has finally come to an end. Put in a quarter and it's rumble awake from the deep. That's up and the pin out from the bottom right corner to the playing area and starts jumping around between the. This is great. You had forgotten about how cool reality can be. Using the buttons on the side of the machine, you can move the flipper. When you play, you are. To be honest, I am hectic and erratic as a player, so players because I was I don't know, kind of an aggressive player. I don't know why, but I remember it as an happy moment because also when I played it, my grandfather was near me, so he was cheering me up for when I some points. So let's do an hectic and erratic. Pulls fly into the pinball machine and bounces off a few planters. It lands on the levers at the top, the rest there. Things begin to jab at the button indiscriminately with the levers jerking up and down. Then the ball leisurely rolls down of the tunnels on the side. Pure ecstasy. The jerking levers cause the ball to bounce up slightly, and then it drops over the edge right in the middle. You've lost before the game has even started. Machine flashes a blip, almost interrupting at you. Now, you know why no one else playing the pinball machine. Step back to put some distance between you and this hellish machine. You still have 2 games left over. But you be happy for someone else to suffer through them? Let's go back to the center of the arcade. Last one. First person shooter. One of my favorite guys was the House of the Dead. A little bit of that and Time Crisis. Fantastic! Why would you have thought that you've come across one of your favorite games here in Hicksville? Shooters games obviously cost more money, but the graphics are the best. Pixel blood sprays abundantly on you, and you can shot at the screen with a no plastic paper. Annoyingly, this is where most people are. Okay, I understand it. Understandable, I'm sorry. It will take a while until you turn, but you can see on the screen, you're sure it will be worth. Choice is Boom, Quark, Mason. Okay, this one is Doom. Actually, Quark, Wake. I think it's Wake. A Mason of the Unliving. House of Dead. So, as I said, was one of my favorite arcade games. So, Vision of the Unliving. No, I don't know if I'm really sorry about this, but I don't know if Mason of the Unliving and Mansion or ISO. Maybe it's me that I. Scientists in a secret research lab under a well house, so have been experimenting with a dangerous zombie virus. Even the virus is accidentally let loose, and all employees are turned into an army of the undead. It's up to you, the cleaner, to save the world by offing all of them. Do the thing. I'm sorry, Mason of the Unliving. Choice. Target demographics a lot more alternative that of the other games. A black t-shirt, black cargo pants, black bean. Your brown trench coat you stand out like a sore thumb from the rest of the gamer crowd. And you're also thrice or 4 times the age of most people killed. Right in front of you, there is a child who only reached up to. They are say anything. And no matter line of line, the rule is not to cross the gaming community. It's a must. Impatiently, you watch a child who still has some of these baby teeth struggle to reach the control panel. Luckily, he gets overrun by zombies horde pretty quickly. After a few players are run out, it's your turn. Quicker than you thought. You put all the coins you have into a machine. Your hands collapse in the black plastic gun. It hits the good. Screen goes black. Slogan Mason of the Unliving flashes up. Then the intro of the game starts playing. Lovingly crafted camera works show some polygon figures, which tells the plot of the game. Really sorry for misspelling some words. The message pull triggers to skip keeps up flashing up from time to time. No, always keep watching the intro. So if you are new to arcade games, even if you played 100 times the same game, watching the intro. From my perspective, I'm a must for every game, because it's a respect to the game itself. Maybe someone will not agree, but that's alright. But for me, like a must watch it. So I'm really sorry, but the game hit me out. I don't know why, so start the chapter. Headquarters of Parasol Corps, a healthcare company. After a disappointing second quarter, shareholders demanded some drastic measures, such as redundancies of the opening of the markets to increase dividend. Wow, who would have thought that the Elves or a zombie shooter will actually take the story seriously? You're generally curious about where all this is going, but there is a resistance behind you. Boring, someone cries. Hey, you got to pull the trigger when it will be risky. Apparently the people around you are not interested in watching the. You want to know what happened then? Turn around, look at your young people around you. One door, okay. Nope. Come on, man, start. No, keep watching the video. Try to watch the people behind you. The video keeps playing. The camera zooms on a white conference room with pixelated gesticulate widely into their arms. In order to appear as the shareholders, Parasol Corp found his research into Innsmout. White block appears. It looks like there's supposed to be a building. In front of its door, there are some blobs who seem holding sign The process is made difficult due to regular staff strike. There are lengthy negotiations with the union. Keep much calmer behind you, watching the first test very promising. First test of the vaccine happened during the influenza season. Batches of it are delivered to doctor's office and off. Please kill me, someone says, but another person shuts it in. The graphs fill the screen. Lot of graphs. The annual budget showing each and positive trends, but because of the research advancement, proper statistics low, Russell Corps breaks even, union seniors willingness for a compromise in order to keep jobs. So basically, the developers of this pseudo game in this game took everything seriously. I really hope they're going to make it. My dad lost his job last year. He lost the house. Young boy next to you. Oh man, I'm sorry, says Nelson. There are now barely any patient comments from your audience. Seems as if no one has ever let the intro of this game play to the end. Keep watching. Stock exchange development graphs. So it comes with the union. The voiceover comes in reports how Parasol Corps manages to find financially sound again and slowly turns into the market-leading health company. Engages in social project, provides jobs and supports the economy. The whole audience is now complete place in silence. I'm sorry. Nothing. Lots of the only enjoy the thing that you learned some of the new things about the business plan and economic into region final part. Lab assistant accidentally knocks over a sealed test tube and greenish content spread out on the floor. Then everyone turns into. Well, that was a bit disappointing. Behind you. Compared with the carefully searched background of Parasol Corps, part of the sound is the intro fades and the game. Like it. Bloody lettering splatters onto the screen, lets you know about your level 1. Bye. That all? You're nothing but an egg, and your character stands and is calling. Orders of drawing the zombies come. Yeah! The audience is vividly excited about the upcoming battle for survival. So the pixelated heads and those enemies your hit slowly turns transparent and dying. Seems to have ended his ammunition, and you only need outside of the screen to reload. Everybody feels like an underscore. Start to pick. Why was that there a queue for this game machine? Motivation to stay alive dwindles rapidly and is being replaced with a desire to do something maybe even so your face. The zombies overrun you and wordlessly you the plastic gun connect. Oh well, it was good it last. As you move out of the line, you cannot believe your eyes. In front of you stands Tabitha Mark. Quiz you excitedly, bug-like eyes splash. You are the first player who looked out at the store. Now I finally know how Parasol Corp. Many people don't really pay much attention in the games. Words fail you. In the game and in real life. I didn't expect this kind of coup de théâtre. What? No, grabber, it's... I'm shocked, but not that much. Look to Tabitha. So, not to scare the girl, you gently sink down your... Tabitha, your mother has asked me to bring you home. The girl scrunches up her face. What? My name isn't that. Her the photo. Find the Polaroid you were given by mother and show it to her. Where did you get that? Well, gave it to me. She's very concerned about you and misses you a lot. What do you mean? I only be gone from home for an hour. confused. Get the photo of herself. Or you what? To tell the girl, say, the shape of her head suggests that it might be suffering from a kind of illness that impacts on her. Sorry. Is confused, simping a difficult phase of people. What's your real name? The girl smiled. I'm Evelyn. Uneasy. The girl nods. I shouldn't be here anyway. Finally, you found the girl. Now you only need to pick up your reward and then you can finally dump off the plate and relax at home. Evelyn starts making her way outside by other families and their children. Luckily, no one seems to expect anything, so forward zapping. Zapping, you finally reach the exit. Okay, off to... You flip the Polaroid over the dress that Daria had noted down on the back. 43 Shogot Avenue. The reference. The girl shakes her head. That's the wrong address. What do you mean wrong? Why would your mother give you? The girl rolls her eye. I don't know. Can we go now? Our house is not far from it. Should have foreseen that it would. No, follow Evelyn. I'm trusting. If her real address is somewhere close, it should be easy enough to find out whether she's lying or not. That's what I thought. You give in and put the Polaroid back in your coat pocket. Okay, you lead the way. Evelyn is visibly relieved. She points you at a little at a little side street you hadn't noticed. Okay, we are now in the town center, but I will here. So please like, share, subscribe if you want. I'm in the video. I thank you again for watching this video. I am MZ32bit. I'll see you on another episode of the Innsmout case or another adventure.